Greetings everyone and welcome to another traditional draft of Forgotten Realms. First pick is pretty easy. Paladin class is just a crazy bomb rare, and there's not going to ever be any uncommon or common that you would first pick over this thing, no matter what the pack looks like. Even if it had like 3 other great white cards, there's just no way you're gonna pass such a bomb. Let's see, however, what this pack has. So what maybe the people to my left are going to pick here. I guess it's a fairly weak pack. The commons are not really that great. There are some okay cards there. Uncommons, Drider isn't that great. It's too heavy mana cost for the abilities and size it has. Tiger Tribe Hunter is okay. Barbarian classes really requires a lot of die rolling cards, so I don't really know. That wasn't really giving any signals to any direction, so it's impossible to know what the opponents are going to pick there. Now, could this be the draft where I actually get to do the life gain thing? Because Trelasarra is obviously amazing if you get some. Well, you don't need to even have that many. If you gain life once and get to grow this thing into 3/3 and get the scry, that's already great value. I mean, not great, but it's really nice already. And my first pick was white, so this being 2-colored is no big deal. There's an Owlbear, which is probably the next best card in the pack, but it's also green. So Potable Hold is nice, but not amazing. Eccentric Apprentice, I like it quite a bit in the white-blue venture deck, definitely. But let's go with the life gain thing, and let's hope that it will realize. Well, this pack does have a nice green 2-drop, which I most likely will be taking. It also has a very nice red-green 2-drop and a blue-black 2-drop. So these things are very good. Both Gnoll Hunter is good. Improvised weaponry is like okay-ish, and this is playable, but it is going to be the Gnoll Hunter after these picks. There's no reason to deviate from my colors now. Let's take the still very good 2-drop. And now let's see. Okay, this thing obviously not gonna be picked here, and it's very clumsy. Even if I was somehow blue based deck, I think there might be a deck for this, but it's going to require a lot of drafting around it. Okay, there's a Minimus Containment, which I might take. I'm not a big fan of the card, but it's still removal, even though it is not great removal. It's very annoying to give the treasure token to the opponent. But I'm not taking the Potion of Healing, even though it works with the life gain stuff. Delver's Torch is like okay, but if you are not big deep into the venture mechanic, it's not really that great. I think I can play one Minimus Containment in the main deck in most of the decks, and then if I find further ones of these, I might put them to the sideboard and then sideboard in if opponent has more must answer things. Okay, here now I could take life gain enablers. Dawnbringer Cleric is okay, and Sylvanus Shepherd is okay. The thing is that I have only one payoff, so I shouldn't really pick too many mediocre cards just because of the one Trelasarra. I need actually more payoffs to pick these kind of cards. But I'm thinking I would still maybe take one of those, but there is the land that does fix my mana, and I'll take it. It is just nice to have those lands here. Alright, so yeah, this is sort of a life gain enabler. Mostly it is a 6 mana 7/6, but yeah, it does trigger, of course, Trelasarra among others. I'm just thinking if I want to pick that. This is a best of 3 draft, so Plummet will be interesting. Bullet is not a bad card, but maybe not the best in green-white. Ranger's Hawk could also be fairly okay. I think I should take the cheap card here still. I might actually just take the flyer. If I have, because I'm playing white, so that means a lot of venture options are available. And if I get some of those, then of course these will become better as well. Now this is one other payoff for life gain, and pretty decent one at that. You get one counter and it's already a pretty nice card for a 3 mana. So I'll take the Unicorn here easily over the Direwolf Prowler, which I don't even like that much. And now I have a more incentive to pick cards that, you know, get me life. Is this the kind of card I would play in this deck? I mean, this is the probably when you get some benefit out of the life gain. That's the kind of deck where you can play this Potion of Healing, because 2 mana to just draw a card is really a nasty tempo loss. But then again, the Paladin Seal and Bullet, they are just random playables. Not really anything I'm gonna miss. So I'll take the Potion of Healing. If I find more payoffs for life gain, I can surely, in that case, play the potion, but let's play it even in the main deck for now. I think I'll take my first Spoils of the Hunt over Delver's Torch. I just did take the Ranger's Hawk here, so I might have some venturing coming, but this is just pack 1. I will not play more than 1 Delver's Torch in the deck, so I can easily find more. And this is not that bad of removals, but it's not great, but it's not bad. Okay, here I'll just take a sideboard Spiked Pit Trap. I don't like main decking that thing because it's very expensive, but sometimes you might want to have sideboard this thing in. Okay, I don't like the Prowler at all actually, but Plummet is a fantastic sideboard card. Well, another Potion of Healing, that goes to sideboard. Well, I don't think. Well, another Plummet. The Gloomstalker is, of course, nice if you have a lot of venture, but currently I have exactly 1 venture card. So, not a great pack for me. There's some nice black ones. The Paladin is quite okay. And this is good when you are also venturing. Otherwise, not that great. But, yep, I don't think... Now, if I would take a black card, I think it would be the Barrowwind, and I would maybe ignore the green, but I have the life gain uncommon build around card, so I'm not willing to abandon green quite yet. Now I could... Oh, actually, if I would take a black card, I would take the Forsworn Paladin, I think. But anyway, maybe I'll just take something... Fine, okay, let's take this, just in case black is super open here, because that was really a weak packet. There wasn't really anything I care about that much, so I think the picking the rare was okay there. Imagine if I got some other great black card here, it would be very annoying not to have picked the Forsworn Paladin, because the uncolored options, they weren't really great at all. Here, I think, well, there are a couple of cards that both can gain me life, but I like the Ancient Lore Priest slightly more. I don't have any 4-drops, but that's usually not a problem. You will get like a couple of 4-drops, and that's usually all you need to have a decent curve. This does trigger the life gain stuff, and it's just a fairly, you know, never a bad 3-drop because of the card draw. So let's take it. Okay, well now I'm taking just Owlbear here. Yeah, there's a Sylvan Shepherd, there's another Minimus Containment, but this is just a better card, and I don't really... Let's say if I had a ton of payoffs, maybe I could consider it, but I think still it would be very unlikely that I would pick anything else than an Owlbear here, considering my curve as well. There's nothing that costs more than 3 mana, so it's easily to pick here. Okay, there's another Unicorn. I will take mostly all the payoffs just to see how it works. And okay, 3rd Unicorn. It's gonna be a lot of food for the 3-drops, but I guess I'll live with it. I would like to have also Evolving Wilds and a Portable Hole, but now I'm gonna go all in with the payoffs. Now I will take... I mean, I have a lot of... this is I guess 4 payoff, so maybe even a Potion of Healing number 2 might be played in the deck. I don't know about that, but let's now. Okay, that's a fairly decent pack. I could actually take either of the white cards. Well, maybe not the Ranger's Hawk. This is not really a venture deck. This is a fantastic sideboard card. It's of course useless in main deck, but fantastic sideboard card. And you meet it in a tavern. I really like this too. The +2/+2 effect can sometimes be very significant, so I'll take it. Yeah, okay, and now a Blink Dark. No, 1/1 double strike. The teleport ability is really rarely going to be useful. Definitely not in this deck. Very good. So I'll take one of these. It's fine. And yeah, this is just too slow and, producing just colorless. Not great. Should I play one of these? I have a couple of plummets in the sideboard, but this is not a... I could maybe main deck it. Speedagger is also a card you might sideboard in, but I think I'll take a choose your weapon for now. Find the path. No, Paladin Shield. I guess out of these, the most likely card I would be playing is maybe Paladin Shield from the sideboard against some maybe burn-based removal, for instance. Inspiring Bard, yeah, I'll take it. It's actually the kind of 4-drop I now want here, because I can follow up a Celestial Unicorn with this thing. Or of course, Trilasar, but with 3 unicorns, life gain cards are going to be useful, and I might even play a second one of these. Okay, well, I don't actually want to have yet another 3-drop, but it's just this could be a repeatable life gain, which is okay with this. Although the stats are bad, it's very easy to trade with this in combat, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna play it, but let's see. I'm not gonna play any of those, so let's just pass them. Herbalist, I don't know. Doesn't really do a whole lot. I take the suppose the equipment there. Okay, look at this. This deck could actually play cleric class, although it's not very good. 4 mana to activate level 2 is quite a lot. But of course, I'm just gonna take another of these paladin classes. You can even have both of these on the battlefield at the same time, and they both work. It's not gonna be redundant or anything, so it's pretty fantastic to have 2 of these bomb rares here. Okay, let's just take it and move forward. And there's a pretty good black and white card here, but here there's also a pretty good 2-drop, and now I see there is a green dragon, which is of course a good flyer, but this deck needs 2-drops, and the lifelink 2-drop is the best one when you have the Celestial Unicorns available. If you play this on turn 2 and then you play this and attack, unless the opponent has a blocker that can kill this without dying itself, you are guaranteed to counter whether they block or not. Yeah, this is just gonna be the better card than the dragon. And here, yeah, it's gonna be another Inspiring Bard. Sure. So the curve is okay, a bunch of 3s. Yeah. A bit more 3s than you usually want to play. I might still be cutting the Sylvan Shepherd. I have enough, one-off life gain effects that I don't necessarily need to play the Shepherd. But I might sideboard it in against decks that seem to be somehow weak to a 3 mana 2/3. Maybe they have like a lot of 2 mana 2 power creatures or something like that. Okay, this is interesting. I could take yet another Inspiring Bard, but I don't have a lot of removal, and this is a pretty good one. I will main deck one of these easily. I think I should take now the Portable Hole. Yeah, I can sideboard it out against decks that don't have 2-drops for it. Okay, that's fantastic. I get a mythic rare here. Pick 5 even. First of all, I wouldn't play the Direwolf, Prowler, and Spiked Pit Trap. I have one of those. I wouldn't sideboard 2 of those in. And I'm collecting the set, and yeah, like I have said, and like it says in description below, mythic rares. Just picking a mythic rare means that it is going to make it that much faster to actually complete the set. Am I gonna take another Paladin Shield? I can't see myself playing 2 of those. I mean, sideboarding 2 of those in, it just is something that's never gonna happen. I also have a Gloomstalker, which is not gonna get the double strike ever, and I don't need 3 drops. I'll take an uncommon here. Maybe I'll take the Rider, I don't care. Celestial Unicorn. Okay, the Druid class isn't that great. Well, actually, that's it. It's actually, wow. Didn't even realize it. In this deck, it wouldn't be bad. Am I gonna play it? I would have wanted to have a 4th Unicorn, but I have 4 payoffs, and they gain life. Okay, I'll try. If the Druid class is gonna be good in some deck, it's gonna be good in here. Although I have only 12 creatures, that was I actually should have. That was maybe a mistake, but I don't necessarily want to have yet another 3-drop. Although that would be better than something else I have. Okay, well, it was what it was. I made the pick already. Oh, come on. Just anything else than a 3-drop, please. Don't think I want the 1-3. I just don't think I want to have either of those. I'll take the Herbalist if I want to sideboard into a 2-mana 1-3. But okay, I got the Cleric class. There's also the Cursed Idol thing and Pegasus. These are okay. Yeah, I think. Well, let's try the Cleric class too. This is just too many, too many non-creatures. I'm afraid. Divine Smite. I got that for the sideboard. That's good. And well, at least I got some. I will play this creature no matter what. I need actually more creatures. Now the Druid class though makes a creature in the end, basically, and the Cleric class I think also returns something, doesn't it? Target creature card. Oh, it doesn't have even. Okay, yeah, it doesn't even have a mana cost. Oh, sorry, mana value. Restriction. Any creature in my graveyard will be returned with this. Okay, maybe it's not that bad, but it's still very expensive. I have what the hell? I have actually 4 classes in the deck, do I? Yeah, 4 classes, alright. So, that's 41 out of 40. I'm just thinking about maybe I need to simply play more creatures. Now this is 13 plus well, Druid class is an expensive creature. Anything else that is a creature in disguise? Does not seem to be the case. The Umid in a tavern is also not so great when you don't have a lot of creatures. Neither of the modes is particularly exciting in that case. I might actually take the 1-3 here. Do I want to play the Potion of Healing number 2? I don't think. I will play 1, but that's it. I basically have 4 payoffs for the life gain, no more than 4. Because I didn't take the Celestial Unicorn. I could have taken it over the Druid class, but it's too late now. So the 2-drop here, just to have a 2-drop. And the Paladin class is also, this thing, the Anthem effect, of course, is better if you have actually creatures early on in the game. Oh, I don't think the Ranger's Hawk is very good here, sadly. Okay, I'm gonna play the Scaled Herbalist. I think I just need an early drop. I might have to cut the Ranger's Hawk because I don't feel like I'm gonna have. Because the ventures I'm gonna make, they are not that great. On the other hand, there is a life gain venture in the here Yawning Portal. You gain 1 life. But I have only 1 venture card here, right? Okay, well, first of all, there's nothing here in the sideboard. I won't be playing 2 of these potions. I will be playing one of the potions in the main deck. So now I can just check out the venture. I don't think I have more than this. Yeah, this is just not going to be good enough. It is okay with the Anthem effect of Paladin class. Or also the level 3 of Paladin class. Cheap creatures are good with it. But the thing is that it's so bad defensively in the early game. It's just a 1-1. Doesn't raise the opponent, doesn't block the opponent's creatures well. So I'm gonna cut it, and I think I maybe should cut this one too, but not now. No, actually, yeah, I said I have 4 payoffs for life gain. I actually have 5 because the level 2 cleric class is a life gain payoff. So yeah. And now one more cut. It's gonna be the choose a weapon, right? Yeah, it's the card that has like least synergy with my other stuff. And you meet in a tavern could be also a card I'm cutting, but I think it's slightly more useful than the choose your weapon. A 3 mana pump. I mean, the first mode here is just a pump spell, even though it doesn't give like plus X, but it basically is a pump spell, and a 3 mana pump spell isn't that great. It would be a main deck way to deal with flyers, but I don't necessarily have to deal with flyers if I just can raise the opponent with my life gaining and my creatures that become bigger. I have some removal here too, not a lot, but there's the containment, there's the spoils of the hunt, and there's a portable hole for something small. So yeah, this is I think the deck. And should I play these lands? 8/8/1. Yeah, I do need both colors. More white, but I think the 9/9 is better than having like a 10/8 in here. If I have one of these green cards in my starting hand, I definitely need the forest too. Well, or the temple here. Alright, so this is the main deck. Life gain for the first time. Let's see how it goes. What is this? Oh, it's paladin class, right? No? Yes, it is. Okay. That shall be there. One lander, no thanks. Okay, well this is lacking the green, but otherwise pretty decent 6 card hand, because I have the paladin into unicorn combination here. If I'm very lucky, the opponent doesn't have a 2-drop or anything that deals with this, so I can get maybe 2 counters for this thing. But I'm happy if they play a 2-drop here, and I can. Oh, don't. I'm unhappy if they do that exact thing. Oh well. That was the worst possible thing that could have happened there. I guess they could have played the green uncommon 2 mana 2/3, but I suppose I had the pump spell for it. Anyway, too late now. I mean, they had the removal, so there's no need to. Okay, well this is. Okay, that is not a bad draw, because now a forest means that I can actually make this into a 4/3, but I do need the green source. I am mulligan to 6. Would hate to kind of lose the game by not getting the green at all, and I have 9 sources for it. Yeah, okay. Now I need it right away. That's really bad. They can activate the pack tactics, but I will block with the Celestial Unicorn. I know I could leave mana up, but it's gonna be a 5/3. They will get a card from it, but it's nothing I can help here. The same would have happened even if I had to here something on watch here. I guess if they have like a 1 mana pump spell or removal. I don't think there is a shock variant. They can't kill this thing with 1 mana, can they? They can do that. Okay, are they gonna attack? Nope. Alright, so at least that is a good one. Sadly, they did get a 4-power creature, but let's just. Oh, actually, I could go a little bit deeper and play this and leave this thing up. Okay, fine. I will be now. I will be greedy now. They're gonna get their card from this thing. That's just unavoidable. But I get to grow each of these guys. That thing deals 4 damage to this thing. Not much I can do about it. Yep, well, I guess if the opponent has removal on my key things and... Okay, I'm just considering here because, you know... Okay, fine. I've considered so many times early, but... Realistically, what can I do here? They're gonna draw a card here. They're gonna draw a card here and I don't... No, I mean, I will try, fine, but it's just... I don't know what kind of sequence of draws can I have here. I guess I can have some kind of a sequence of draws. I will gain some life back, this will become bigger. Plains is really bad here. Forest is not needed either. So I'm gonna attack with this and I'm gonna block with the 3-3. I guess if the opponent has only lands and I draw really good stuff. But them having the double removal on that turn, it was really, really bad. Yeah, this is not even that great of card, but in this situation, oh, nice that I was thinking that I have a double green card in the, the deck, but I mean, drawing the forest there would have been pointless. Okay, so it's not even that great of a card, but in this board position, it's actually quite decent because the 2/2s are relevant. But my 1/3 can block this and trade with it, and this thing can block these. So if they have like nothing, like pump spells or anything, well, I mean, they're just look at this. Look at this. Yeah, these get vigilance, but it doesn't even help me really. I'm not gonna trade. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Okay, this becomes a 3/3. This has first strike. I mean, I guess if this is a, if they just drew a land here, the attack is not gonna kill me, and I have a good blocks to make. So let's hope they didn't. Okay, that's fine if they only attack with that thing. Okay, I'll just please be a land. Oh, come on. And I drew for plains instead of the forest here. They had an empty hand. They drew a card. That happened to be an 8/7 into the empty hand. Wow. Okay, now I can't beat that one. It's just not gonna work anymore. That's just not when I have no place to make here. So, what do I do? There's no black in there. I can't beat the 8/7 in any other way than with the Minimus containment. No use for any flying hate because it's a red-green deck. There could be dragons, of course. Every color has an uncommon dragon that flies in this set. Spiked Pit Trap. The Gloomstalker. Nah, I don't need the... I have both 2/3 in here. Anything that works against the removal spell they have, I suppose the Divine's Might. It's still pretty bad because when they don't play black, making them just face out stuff is not great. They also have this +2/+0 for everything, which is gonna be awkward if they, get to play all these free tokens. I mean, these 2/2s. Paladin Shield works against the damage-based removal, so I will sideboard that thing in, and I think that you meet in a tavern. I will be the defensive player, so this is not so great in this case, and don't think the other cards are really going to be that great. I'm not having the Divine's Might here. Let's hope that I don't have to mulligan, and maybe they don't have that, because they had a very decent mix of lands and spells. I didn't. So let's hope we have a more of an even set of draws. Wow. All these. Well, I'm still keeping it, but it's not ideal. It is still good, but I didn't need to draw 3 out of my 4 classes here. At least I do have a 2-drop here. And I can make it a 3-3 with this thing, unless they have again a removal. That's not great. I'm gonna make it a 4-4, suppose. Let's see, there's no... let's see, okay, I'm going to... I could have played this and, you know, activate play the other land and then the other class, but it's just better that I didn't make this happen right away. Next turn I can play a 4-4 because of this thing. But they might have the, you know, the thing that deals 3 damage to this. It's possible. And am I gonna just block here in the end? It's not great of an idea, but I just need to buy some time here. Okay, fine. I'm actually gonna block here. And now they have... That is awkward. They have a 4-2 against my... Well... Still gonna play this, of course. I take the 4, it's not such a big deal when I'm at 23, but they might have... the problem here with the 4 power 3-drop is that they might have the, you know, the... whatever, deal equal to these things power to this guy. I was kind of hoping they don't have a... block, you know, this kind of stuff, but let's see now. If they're gonna pass with mana open, I'm not gonna activate the Paladin class. Yeah, it's just not going to happen. What is going to happen though is that I can play the Druid class, play a land, to gain a life, or I can just play the other Paladin class. But it's really pointless when I need to... I think I'm gonna actually activate these so that I can activate the level 3 next turn, because I'm assuming they do have a removal spell. Although letting me untap is pretty risky there. No matter what, I'm still gonna do this. I mean, if they had it, they should have killed it right away. Anyways, let's do this. Gain a life here. And I will activate this level 2 just so that I can activate the level 3 next turn. So I will have 2 creatures. Okay, they had actually that thing. Well, it's gonna be... I'm gonna have them. Now they get to haste this up. Oh, come on. This is just... I mean, opponent having... I mean, of course, they have a good deck. They can curve out, but they are curving out very strong. Okay, this is... I get a 5-5, right? Equal to the number of lands you control. I mean, a 5-5 could be enough here. It will actually be a 6-6 because of the Paladin class. Yeah, I mean, the spells I have here, they are not good enough. I need... Yeah. Oh, it's a 6. Of course, it's tapped. It gets haste, but it doesn't untap. Alright, well, that is miserable. So if I played the Unicorn instead, it wasn't gonna be that great, but I just would have traded with this thing. Well, they have now removal on this and I just die. I mean, opponent played stuff, good stuff on each of their turns. I had these classes which, you know, alone are not that great. Okay, they don't have the stuff I was kind of worrying about. Oh, they have the 8-7, right? But I have but I need to draw actually land. Oh, if they have the 8-7, they should attack with all, right? I mean, why wouldn't? Because that would guarantee them. But if they, that is an insane card. Yeah, I mean, I need. It's a Ward 2, so I can do it, but I will have to tap the planes here, which is going to be very awkward. But it's the only thing I have here. I'm taking 6. Yeah, the Purple Worm is such an insane card. It really is a crazy good card. I mean, I just have to take the... my deck has life gain. This gains me life too. So I still have a chance, but... I mean, it doesn't matter. If opponent has like anything, I'm dying. Because they're gonna attack me to 4 here now if they want to. Unless they have even, more ways to deal me damage to me immediately. It's just... yeah. Wow. Well, I can trade with this thing, but it doesn't help. I need to draw a land, I think. Because that allows me to play... yeah. That allows me to... because this is gonna block this guy. I'm gonna have both of these out, but only one of them will grow, because if I play them both and then play the forest, this will be tapped at that point. I will be getting a life here. So which one? I think I want to have the scry, so this would be a... both will be +1/+1 because of this. So if this is a 5/4, it will still just... okay, I think this is gonna be... yeah, I'm gonna do it like this. Now I know, because this way I get the scry, and this unicorn is gonna trade with the prowler no matter what. And actually a land isn't that bad, but it's not that great either. Like, gaining life is good. It will grow the Moon Dancer. Because the unicorn will die. This land will die. Man, this is tough. I would gain a life. This would become... I get another scry there. That is valuable. I can use it. Okay. I'm actually gonna keep the land. This might be a big mistake, but I feel like it is something I wanna do. Can use this. I'm gonna go to... well, let's see what the opponent has, because this is now the moment of truth. I could jump and this will be an 8/8/10, but no. Is this gonna work? It is gonna work. Good. I guess I could have double blocked with the unicorn too. So for some reason they left this thing... I mean, I think they should have attacked with this thing. That was a mistake from them. I'm sure that must have been a mistake. Because this would have traded... assuming they don't need 7 mana as an instant speed effect. Well, let's just play the land first, right? Don't think I want to have another land, although if I knew... now it's time to draw something useful. Now I can do this. Problem is, I kind of want to have my blockers, so I will actually just do like this. It's not great use of mana, but it is going to be great use of my... I have very big creatures that the opponent will have difficulties killing or attacking through with any combat tricks. That is gonna give them... it's gonna give them some ventures. But I will have a double striking. The problem here is, of course, that they have the jump blockers, and I... let's see now how they scry. To bottom, that is good. Okay, that is like not the worst. Land is not the worst because of the scry and life and, getting these guys bigger. But of course I need more creatures here. I don't think I can attack here. Let's now... okay, yeah, there are 2 lands there. One in the graveyard. 3, 6, 10. So I have 7 in my top 22 cards. 15 and 7. Okay, I have a good chance to draw some spells. Now, I can activate... well, I'm gonna activate because there's nothing else to do. I'm gonna activate one of these, but now problem is... The problem is if I attack, I'm gonna be in such a low life total when they attack back. Basically they can deal 6 to me when if they don't have to actually. They don't have to block at all. They can just take the double striking 7 here. They actually fixed in a patch. This no longer is gonna give an incorrect amount of pumps here. It's gonna be a 7/7 double striker, or this is gonna be a 7/6 double striker, whichever. So they take it and they go to 5, and then if they draw anything, then again if they do attack with all, and they draw just a creature, yeah, I think I'm gonna take the risk here. They might just jump block with a 1/1, which is fine, but now if they draw a non-hasty creature or a land, if they draw a pump spell or a removal or a burn spell, then I just lose. That's just it. But if they don't, they're gonna get another jump blocker here though, if they have a land here. But anyway, there's not much really. I mean, if they drew it, then they drew it, and I lose in that case. Because now both of these are lethal, so they had to draw. Oh, that for instance. Yeah, well, I saw 2 of them, but that was pretty good draw. Because now I will lose because my attack. Well, I took the risk. I took the risk because I knew that I would be at low life total. Now, if I don't attack here, I mean, I just lose here. There's not. I mean, I drew yet another land. But even if I drew a creature, it won't help me because because this gains me 1 life. But I guess if there was a cleric class, no, I didn't have mana for cleric class. So yeah, this is just. I mean, they drew the 1 mana, 1 card, 2 blockers. There's just, I can make both of them double strike attackers. None of them trample though. I mean, I can do this. They have jump blockers. Well, it's just it. I could have not attacked, but maybe it was too greedy. But I just wanted to finish the game because I needed them to draw like land of 1 turn. I don't know. Well, anyway, it was what it was. Maybe it was a mistake, but the opponent had a really good deck there. So I guess he deserves a victory. Okay, so I get the synergy pieces here. So how does this work? Druid class, turn 2. I think the Shepherd is gonna be turn 3, and then Celestial Unicorn can. Yeah, it can. What? What is this? I mean, oh, I saw a swamp there, by the way. Okay, that is gonna give me a Divine Smite. But oh, I could have drawn the Potion of Healing in the previous game. That would have been so great. In the last turn. Wow, that would have been great. 3 life would have been all the difference. Wow. Okay, well, no matter what, I didn't. What I'm gonna not use. Maybe the Scaled Herbalist is the kind of card I'm gonna. But I don't want to lose any creatures, but about. I don't know. What is the least useful one? Okay, let's just take the Herbalist away. Well, I mean, I had a good hand in the previous game. Now, this is again one of those. This would be a keepable hand if I had green and white mana available. with the 1-drop, and this is requires only 1 land. But I mean that's not happening here. So how about this one then? The druid class is the least useful out of the bunch. I have action for 5 mana, assuming I don't draw just planes here. Well, at least I have more action for 5. These are my only 5 drops, so I can't at least draw anything expensive anymore. Yeah, I wanna have my curve here. I'm assuming I'm gonna get the forest here before my 5-drop. I mean, this is the better 5-drop, so I'm gonna keep the double caster that I, if it's gonna be just planes, of course, that tough luck then. Alright, so that is fine, that is okay, not so bad. Not so bad at all. Actually, I can pack tactics next turn. Now they will attack with this thing and I will just, take it. It has vigilance, they gain some life. Let's see if they have a payoff for it. Black-green doesn't have them that many. Because next turn, if I don't draw land, I can play and activate this to give this the +1/+1 counter. Oh, that wants me to become greedy, but I'm actually not going to be greedy here. I will do it like this. Because this is good attack if they don't have anything. They can't block either of these guys. Okay. Okay, discard 2, mill 2. Wow. Well, look at this. Well, it's gonna be an owlbear for sure, but what is the other one? Paladin class is too good in the end. I guess I don't need this one. I want to have the life gain here, so I'm gonna do it like this. And hopefully they don't have a way to, play some removal here, because these creatures are gonna be enough if they don't have removal, but they have something at least. Let's see what's it gonna be. Did I mill any lands? I actually did not. The Null Hunter is just gonna grow here if they don't have interaction here. Okay, well, it's not the worst. It's not the worst card to draw if I don't draw a land. But let's see what happens now. Okay, nothing. Well, I guess that's just, them having those discard effects is really, that's not necessarily the way to go. It's a lot of tempo loss when the opponent adds to the board. Okay, this thing, I have nightmares from this card. It is fairly useful in these matches now. Better than it's usually. Okay, finally. I could go for the Anthem or I could go for the Bard here and make this grow. But Anthem makes every creature grow. And this will still be... They can... Let's see, this is gonna be 6 power. They don't have good double block, so the Anthem is the way to go now. And that's guaranteed to gain some number of life. 1 is just enough. So they have to double block and lose both double blockers. They can't just take any damage here anymore. Well, I guess they double block the Zephyr, then they don't lose both of them, but then they will have to jump block one of these, and that's the same outcome anyway. They will lose 2 creatures, I will lose 1 creature, and they actually they have to lose 3. Yeah, yep, that's right. Well, that was a bit easier than match number 1, especially because opponent conceded on turn 2 in the first game there. Maybe they just kept a bad hand and that's it. Didn't draw a land or something. Okay, I'm on to play here, and it's a reasonable hand. Opponent mulligans to 6. And they kept 6. Cleric class. I could want to have my own cleric class. It's pretty good with the druid class. Every land is gonna give me a counter, and it's gonna be 2 life. When the, of course, the counter requires activation of that. Oh, this is this is the life gain mirror, and they have the better start. This is really nasty now. So they can't activate level 2 because it costs 4. So I will definitely just block that thing. Now I have the Minimus containment, but I feel I don't want to do it right now. I mean, I can't. It's a permanent, so I can. But I don't want to give them treasure. It's the really bad part of this card. This is really bad on turn 3. Opponent getting them treasure is just, it's nasty. Okay, I'll do this, and I will block, of course, this guy. I'm assuming they are not gonna offer the trade unless they have a way to make this survive. They're sealed for it, O2 or something. Okay. Battle of the life gains. So they're gonna activate this. Whenever you gain life, you get a counter, so they will attack with this. But I have a 3/3 blocker. At least there is that. Attacking here doesn't really seem that great, especially when I have the devoted paladin. I don't want to actually even trade. Now, of course, I could just let's gain the life first. I could pump this and attack, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, they have life gain and stuff. I just gonna gain my own life, and the devoted paladin next turn can allow this pack tactics to trigger, and these guys will also have vigilance. Okay, Troubadour, they're gonna get a life gain trigger here. Oh no, it actually doesn't matter yet because they don't have this thing. But let's see what maybe Scry. I don't think it's a Tomb of Annihilation, although it could. Okay, they get the Scry. What is the result of the Scry? Top. Right then. Well, I will use this at some point, but not now. Of course, now I'm just gonna... Now, I guess I could do it and then the Paladin... No, it's just not gonna make any sense. Let's go and have the pack tactics up. I don't mind trading with the Troubadour here at all. Okay, now they went for it. No land drop for the Troubadour, okay. Okay, so I get to now... I could attack with all, including the land. I think that has to be the case because now that I drew the untapped land, they're gonna get a counter somewhere, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. And it's pretty unavoidable. I know I could Minimus containment this thing or the lifelink thing, but no, I'm just going to go for this. Oh, oh man. I should have played the tapped land. Of course I need to have this. Well, I suppose I will play the tapped land anyway. Okay, but I forgot level 2 activation is needed first, but I can now play another land. Okay, so focus again. If I attack with all, I'm kind of wanting to just, give them a treasure token from this paladin. Then they don't get the counter anywhere. If I do that, they won't have that great. They would have to block with this. I would exactly have lethal. I have an 11 power attack. This can only jump. I could also make this thing, of course, a treasure token instead. But no, I don't want them to, because they don't have to block. I don't want them to have the life linker here. So let's just now go here. Next turn I will have the big land here too. Okay, that is fine. They don't get the green. So they no longer get any ventures if they have a land drop. And I'm gonna have what, a 7/7 creature attacking now. It's going to be okay. They had the land drop. So, but of course they have 6 mana now because you know the minimus containment isn't a very good card. It's a necessary evil, but it's definitely far from quality removal. It's basically not first pickable at all, I don't think. Unlike quality common removal, for instance, the black 4 mana sorcery that creates a treasure token, and of course the red 2 mana instant dragon's fire or whatever. Okay, they actually do that, so I won't be able to get the big land, but I have still 7 power of attackers and they have 3 mana available. Another cleric class, that's not really gonna work. They have to jump block. Okay, so no land. Okay, I won't be getting life. I won't be showing them yet, although they just jump block the 4/4, of course. There's not really much to do here. Now they can use the 5 mana activation, get back stuff, but I mean, what can I do about it? Nothing really. I have 2 paladin classes. I have a cleric class. Yeah, I have good draws. I mean, the 2 paladin classes are both game winning draws. I am at 28. Even if the opponent stabilizes here, it's a long time until they get to, you know, threaten lethal. So I have a lot of draw steps to find my paladin class, which will be pretty impossible to deal with. So if they activate the cleric class, they can return the 2/1. Well, I guess the troubadour too, but I probably want to return the 1 that gains them alive. But they can do that too, and now this gets a counter. They get 4 life because no, actually they get 5 life because both of these add 1 to the life gain, and then this trigger gives them a 4/4, which is going to, you know, be, well, you know what? They did stabilize. They did stabilize for sure. And now that my druid class loses all the abilities, I don't gain any life from this thing. So, and they have a Death Toucher to deal with the 4/4. Is it even worth attacking here? Nope, it is not. So, the opponent stabilizes with the Basilisk here. I was hoping to at least, you know, attack for 4, but no. And now any life gain effect they have is going to be +2. They get counters, they can make this happen. So yeah, this is the way for the opponent to stabilize. I mean, if they have 5 lands and I have what this is, 9 lands or 8 lands. That's okay. They have 6 versus 8, so that's almost the same. So it's now I just need to draw my own good stuff. Yep. I'm glad they did it now. Okay, they went for this. Yeah, this is gonna trigger now. They played a land. Yeah, it's gonna. All right. I need the paladin class. That's the only card that will win anything. Yeah. They can still return something and they will get 2 +1/+1 counters for... Yeah, well. I thought I had it. I honestly thought I had it. But now they're gonna just... I mean, every time they gain life, they get 2 +1/+1 counters. And they still have this available, and they will gain now life because it also, you know, gains them life, and they gain life in 2 different... Yeah, okay, I mean, the Blooding class isn't gonna win anymore. It will render the Death Toucher basically useless. But I need something way more. I think I need both of the Paladin classes or something like that. They're just gonna be starting the attacks because it's just gonna... Because look at all these triggers they have. They have bigger stuff than I. I have used my Minimus Containment. I can draw the portable hole for this Gnoll Hunter because it's a 2-mana card despite its size. But the opponent was here at like I don't know, 5 or 4 life. I get to scry now because my lifelinker will block here stuff, but don't really know if they have a trick here. Yeah, if they have a trick after all that. Well, I guess they didn't. So let's scry into something good. Well, that is one of the cards I need to have here. Did I make a mistake of not playing the land here? I don't think I have anything. Yeah, the Druid class is the only one that cares about my land drops. I should have played the other forest. Do I have mana for this? Because it's gonna be 9 mana. Yeah, I have exactly 9 here when I play a land. No, actually I have exactly... Well, with the treasure token I do, yeah. What I should have played it. Not that I need a treasure token for anything, I definitely don't. But, yep. My lifelinker will be 3/3 double striker. It will be a 4/4 double striker if I attack with this guy. If I attack with these, no, I won't be attacking with this because... Well, let's see. I mean, they might still have something, of course, because they have 3 mana and 2 cards in hand. But I have to do something good here now. If I just attack with all... Oh, this Death Toucher... I forgot it. The Death Toucher is just going to make things miserable. For each other... Well, yeah, that means I will just attack with these, because otherwise the Death Toucher will kill the Treasure. I don't care about the trade with the Inspiring Bard here, but this will be now good. So this will get... I will get 2 scries here, that is the good news. Oh, actually I will get only 1 if they jump block with the Priest of Ancient Lore. But I suppose it's still fine. I think I might... Oh, they choose that. That is very good for me. Okay, bye-bye. I get 2 scries and get to deal some bunch of... Okay, that's gonna be useful. Not sure they wanted to take it all. Well, I guess their game plan is they have some way to gain life still, and then this becomes a 3, 4, 5. Well, okay, let's see. It can become very large. Sadly, I don't have any way to make trample happen here. Okay. Don't think that... I thought this will be useful with the pump. I mean, kind of surprise pump effect, but it might just not matter at all. They might just leave everything to block here. They have the tapper, which is super awkward. Yeah, the tapper is annoying too. But did they have a life gain effect? They didn't have yet. The 2 cards in their hand though, they can be anything. Don't gain life, please. If they gain, oh, they have a kill. Oh, they have the, of course. Bye bye Paladin. Or Trelasara, whichever. Oh yeah. So much of that. So this is gonna be a double striker. They're gonna jump block with something. But this will trade. Yeah, it doesn't matter really. I'm just gonna go for it. Wish I had trample. If the trample trick here, that would be good. I got rid of them Death Toucher, but problem here now is they have a half-elf monk. They have a gnoll hunter which keeps on growing and growing. I can kill the troubadour, which is really not that useful. I need... Okay. That's another very high quality card. The Paladin class won't be doing anything anymore. Oh, actually I can kill the Tapper. Well, that is... Yeah, it's gonna be better to kill that than the troubadour. Yeah. But it's still going to be so tough here. They're gonna block here. Well, they have to. Unless... Let's see what their last card is. I'm of course dead in next turn if I just draw a land. Because they can jump block and then... Oh. Again this card. And I drew a land. This card is really useful against my deck somehow. Well, not that it matters, any creature there would have been good. But... Okay. Guess I had not much chance there. What do I not need? The herbalist. Do I have a way to deal with their stuff? Spiked pit trap. Need to kill one of their multiple high impact cards. Nothing that gives me trample. That would have been very useful. It's very useful with the Paladin class in general. I think I saw the trample trick, the +2/+2 and trample, but there was something better there. Oh, all bear would have been pretty good with the Paladin class too. So I don't think the herbalist is gonna be good. Am I gonna play the Ranger's Hawk? I don't. This thing has reach, but I mean I don't care about that thing trading with it. Paladin Shield. Can that do some tricks here that maybe is good? I don't know, maybe I'll try it. I don't know about the spiked pit trap. There are cards I need to kill. Like this guy just draws them cards. The half-elf monk can be annoying. I think I'm gonna take that one as well. But what I'm gonna lose, maybe the you meet in a tavern is just not gonna make it. If they have a lot of life gain, the overrun might not be so great. Okay, let's try it. That was really awkward because I was so close to victory, but they were in fact able to stabilize. With the double cleric class, of course, when I don't have any pressure, it's gonna just be easy to stabilize there. Okay, I have a good start. Don't have a 2-drop, but I have a good 2, 3, 5. 3, 4, 5 here. Opponent also mulligans again, but that doesn't mean they can't win. Okay, even better. I got a 2-drop. Which won't be that useful yet, but it will be useful on turn 4. This will actually be a... That's also pretty good. Yeah, sadly I have to play the land before I can play this. But next turn I can play land to make this a 4-3 and then I can make it a 5-4. But if they have the spoils of... Okay, they didn't, but they had that. I can kill it with portable hole though. No blocks. So that's actually pretty fine. And this is a good turn to do this. Although, no, I can play it. So let's not make any stupid mistakes here. So portable hole is going to deal with the basilisk here now. Like so. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, which is gonna say, I suppose, green. Another life. And next turn I can play Old Bear. Or this if I really want to. Okay, well, I guess this is, I mean, I have a good start and they are completely, you know, missing a color and all that, so it's not, it's kind of wasted my good start in here now. Yep. Okay, I don't need 2 of these, but it's still fine. I have a creature here and I can have, okay, well that is also very nice. So turn 2, Potion of Healing, drawing a card, then I draw another card, have this thing. Let's see if they have a payoff for life gain. If they do, it can be awkward, but this 2-1 can block the Paladin here. If they have like their own unicorn here, that would be horrible. But let's see. I didn't see the unicorn yet from them. Okay, cleric class. Well, oh crap. It's not easy. I mean, first of all, they're gonna get plus for 2 life, so that's 4 total here. Now that is a good one. I am going to play the unicorn. Now that is actually awkward. I don't want to trade the unicorn with this thing, but let's see, how do I do this? Because I can trade the priest with it. But if I play the unicorn and they have a 4th land drop, they activate one of these. This is gonna become a 3/3 and it's gonna be bad. I will basically have to block it. So I'm gonna have to just miss the trigger for this thing. It's just gonna happen. It would have been so, if the opponent didn't have this such a great start here, I actually would have had time for the Celestial Unicorn play and not block or anything. They won't be attacking now. Oh, this is actually, okay, that's fantastic. That is really, really good. Okay. I'm having good stuff happening here now. So I'm going to just kill it, of course, right away. Making their cleric class a lot worse. I mean, there is still the problem. They can just use the, the last ability there, but there's not much I can do about it. I mean, they're gonna fight it off anyway. I have double paladin class here. That's like a not a joke either. But I haven't pumped. I mean, I haven't activated by either of those. Okay, they didn't have a 5/5 land drop, or if they did, they didn't want to use the cleric class yet. Okay, so now it's the turn when I actually do have the ability to play my life gain payoffs, and then I can start going off. I don't think they're gonna block here. So let's see. The moment of truth. If either of these survives, that's gonna be pretty good. If both of them survive, I can trigger them twice with the potion and all that. At least I have use for my mana. Anything then can happen in this game. The double paladin class is strong, but so is double cleric class. So they went for that. And now I need to just basically I'm gonna lose one of these, which is acceptable. Totally. I do want to activate one of these though. So I'm gonna just attack and use the potion of healing. Or actually, I should, if I want to activate, I should do it right now, of course. So let's see. I need white. I need only one white here, so I can do it. Doesn't matter actually. I can play the Knoll Hunter post-combat. They don't have to know about it yet. So let's go with this thing. Attack. They're gonna block one of my guys. I get the scry and get to make the unicorn larger. That's not needed. Because now I will have the double strike stuff happening. Because I did the... It was important because now, if they drop land, they can activate the cleric class here. But my double strike attacker will be pretty good. So that's the thing. I don't think they have a good activate, because if they can take one of these, it will become a 4/4. They will gain life too. Okay, they will get 2 life, and then these will trigger after that. It will get 2 +1/+1 counters. Okay, so actually they have to take the life linker, of course, because otherwise I can just attack with all. Now they don't have to block. That is the problem. Or they don't get 2 life. They get, of course, +1/+1. Now the Knoll Hunter. Oh, Knoll Hunter will become a 4/4. That is important. So they can't. The only thing I care about is that can they take the damage, and they can't take the damage if... No, they can. They can. Oh no, they can't, because this will become a 6 power double striker. This will be a 4/4. It's exactly 16, so they will have to block with this. They will trade with the Knoll Hunter, and then they can do the same thing on the next turn. But this has to happen, right? So this will become... I can't attack with this. That's a mistake, because then they will gain 4 life. They are at 20 in that case. Oh, but in that case this will be a 7 power. But yeah, that's enough. They can just eat this guy. Unless I make that a 5 power. No double striker. No, then they will trade here. No, that's the bad. If that's a 5 power double striker, they will not die. Okay, this is the play I need to make. And this will be getting... yeah, I want them to... Maybe... I think I needed to give the unicorn. Because now they can't. They must block. They must trade here. Now they will gain 6 life here. So they are at... in the end at 10 here. But if they do that thing again... Now I have... The thing is, now that I have this already done, I don't have to pay 5 mana for the double strike ability. So they can do this. And they have 1 mana left over. And also both of my... No, only one of my attacker will be double strike. Okay, they did that instead of the... So they must have something else too. That's the only explanation. Okay, they did not. Interesting. I have 7 mana thanks to the, you know, stuff there. I guess I'm gonna just activate this and play the other unicorn. Then I can get the triggers from all that stuff. If I play this... Now, I do realize I have victory here if I just use the pump effect here. But I'm assuming they have something. It could be the plus 5 damage to an attacker. Does it have to be that specifically? Because if that is what it is, I should pump this, make this a 7-6, and then they would have to kill the Priest of Ancient Lore. If they have that. I'm actually playing around that. That is really nasty if they have something else, but I just can't figure out what else can... They will have to use this. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna actually think that they have the 5 damage to an attacking creature. That's what I'm gonna assume they have. What else? What is green that can... Because now they can't kill the unicorn with that thing. That's the important part. They have to kill the priest. And that's a lot better for me. Yes, exactly. Now this is a lot better for me now. So now they can activate, get back once again, Steadfast Paladin, gain 4 life. Yeah, let's see if they can stabilize this time. It's gonna be a lot harder than in the game 1 now. Okay, now, for once, it actually doesn't bother me that much that they have that particular card. Now, this costs 5 mana. I have 7, so I could play the Bard and the Unicorn. But of course I need the double strike thing. Yeah, I just can't really. On the other hand, if I make this a 5... Oh, they can't double block the Unicorn. I don't need the double strike here. They can't double block the Unicorn because then this will go through and kill them. Unless they have another one of these, which is gonna be very, very nasty if that's the case. But I think this time I'm going to do it like this. Gain the life here. Because now this is gonna have 5 toughness and they can't... I mean, they can only jump block the Unicorn and that's enough for me. Unless they have another one of these, yeah. Now this is a board that they're gonna have with this chapter level 3 available here. Now the cleric class isn't gonna make them survive anymore. This is what it required. 2 paladin classes. What a match. But it's not over yet. Let's see what they do. Maybe they have something crazy in their hand. But they have only one of these activations left. 5 mana, they get to return some of those guys. They will get life equal to toughness. And then these will they will get +2 life to that. And then they get 2 counters to distribute. So they don't lose yet, but this should be enough to win for me, right? Just attack with all. I mean, in the end, not on this turn, because let's see how it goes now. They will have to block the double striker. So I guess I'm gonna make them block this guy. And then they will try to trade with the unicorn, but I have the paladin shield, which was a kind of a sweet draw here, because it will make it survive. It wasn't, I don't think it was necessary here, but it was still pretty nice that it happened here. Because even if I lost this unicorn, they would have no board, and I would have still these two guys. One of them will be a double striker. So I don't think the paladin shield was necessary here. But, okay. I guess I finally found this. Well, I lost again one match, but it was the round one, so the best possible result after losing the first round is, of course, 2-1. And in terms of completing the set, I did find a mythic rare in this draft. So it's always, when you're collecting the set, when you find a mythic rare you don't yet have 4 copies of, and you go to two wins, you pay 500 gems for the 4 packs and the mythic rare, and that is good value when completing the set. So I'm happy about the result. And I do like the archetype, and of course the deck was pretty crazy because it had double paladin class, but it wasn't crazy enough to go, all the way. The first round opponent really curved out very well in the games, and I basically didn't have any time to use those class level ups, and I guess the problematic thing in both of those games which I lost was that they had the 8/7 ward, the worm thing, because that really makes, forces you to do something right away. So I never had the time to kinda enjoy my classes in that match. So curving out is really good, of course. That prevents opponent from getting benefit from their late game bombs. Alright, so next one will be a premier draft. I actually had a pretty busy weekend. I had only one upload or video publish per day. And I said in the previous draft that I might have a sealed coming up, but I didn't have time for that. I took a traditional draft now. Next one will be a premier draft, and I think it might be a sealed event then after that, hopefully. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.